Hello guys, welcome to another video. Hope everyone is aware about the new title in Spider-Man game series, the Spider-Man Miles Morales, and, in this video we are going to discuss about the things we need to know about this game. The Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales is a 2020 action-adventure game developed by Insomniac Games and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Based on the Marvel Comics superhero Miles Morales, it is the second game in the Marvel's Spider-Man series, following Marvel's Spider-Man 2018. The game was announced at the PlayStation 5 reveal event in June 2020 and was released for the PlayStation 4, and as a launch title for the PlayStation 5 in November 2020. It received generally favorable reviews from critics. The game shares its environment with its predecessor. Miles Morales begins with the ability to use webs to swing and attack enemies and crawl and run on walls. At key points in the storyline, he gains Venom Blast, the ability to incapacitate his enemies with electricity, camouflage, temporary invisibility, and Mega Venom Blast, the ability to attack multiple nearby enemies with his Venom Blast. The narrative continues from where Marvel's Spider-Man and its downloadable content The City That Never Sleeps left off, during which Miles Morales was bitten by a genetically enhanced spider and gained powers similar to Peter Parker's. A year after the first game's conclusion, Morales has trained under Parker, moved from Brooklyn to Harlem, and has fully integrated himself into the role of a Spider-Man, though he is still gaining experience. After Parker leaves to join his girlfriend, who works as a Daily Bugle reporter Mary Jane Watson, and went abroad as photographer to cover the ongoing civil war in Symkaria, Miles is left as New York's solo web-slinger. Now, he must balance supporting his mother Rhea Morales' campaign for city council, and defending both his new home in Harlem and the rest of New York City from a gang war between the Roxxon Energy Corporation and a high-tech criminal army called the Underground, led by the Tinkerer. Before he leaves, Parker tells Morales that he has to be like his late father Jefferson Davis and walk on the path to becoming a hero for New York. And now, let's deeply get into the story. More than a year after the Devil's Breath crisis, and the Mandias gang war, Miles Morales is now being mentored by Peter Parker and plans to help keep New York safe, while honoring the memory of his late father, Jefferson Davis. After they stop Rhino from escaping a prison convoy, and leave him in the Roxxon Energy Corporation's custody, Peter entrusts Miles with protecting New York City for him while he helps his girlfriend Mary Jane Watson with her news coverage on Symkaria. Miles returns home to celebrate Christmas with his mother Rio, and best friends, Gank Lee, and Finn Mason. The next day, Miles attends his mother's campaign rally, which is interrupted by the Underground, a high-tech terrorist group, with a vendetta against Roxxon. During his first conflict with the two groups, Miles learns that Finn is leading the Underground as the Tinkerer, to avenge the death of her late brother Rick, who suffered from chemical poisoning while working on Roxxon's new energy source Newform, and was killed by Roxxon R&D director Simon Krieger, while trying to sabotage the project with Finn. With assistance from his estranged and overprotective uncle, Aaron Davis, who deduces his identity and later reveals himself as the Prowler, Miles learns that she plans to ruin the company by destroying the newly built Roxxon Plaza, with Newform to highlight the energy source's disastrous side effects, which Krieger had been covering up. Despite Finn inviting him into the Underground, Miles is eventually forced to tell her that he is Spider-Man, souring their friendship. Rio also learns Miles' identity, but supports her son, despite the wedge between him and Finn. Miles tries to reconcile with her, but Roxxon abducts them, with the aid of an enhanced Rhino. As Miles and Finn escape, Miles learns that Aaron is working for Roxxon and comes across Krieger's data, and discovers he modified the Plaza's Newform reactor to destroy Harlem, should Finn succeed. Finn almost kills Rhino after he mocks her family, but Miles intervenes. Incensed and refusing to deviate from her goal, Finn incapacitates Miles and leaves. On his way to stop her, Miles is captured by Aaron, who feels guilty about indirectly helping Roxanne and abduct Miles and Finn, and he wants to protect his nephew by imprisoning him. Miles fights his way out, telling his uncle that he cannot turn his back on people when they needed him. As both the Underground and Roxanne fight on the streets, Finn executes her plan, and inspired Aaron helps Rio evacuate Harlem, while Miles confronts and defeats Finn before the Nudeform reactor goes critical. Miles attempts to absorb the Nudeform energy to negate the blast, but is unable to contain it. Seeing that the energy is going to kill Miles unless he releases it, a remorseful Finn flies him to a safe distance above the city, sacrificing her life in the process. Miles plummets to the ground, and his identity is revealed to a small number of Harlem citizens that he helped as Spider-Man, though they promised to keep his secret. 4 weeks later, Roxanne has been dealt numerous lawsuits, and Krieger has been arrested, following Aaron turning himself in and testifying against them in exchange for a reduced prison sentence. Peter returns from Symkaria and praises Miles for his growth and heroism, before they head off to fight crime together. In a mid-credits scene, former Mayor Norman Osborn demands his terminally ill son, Harry, be released from stasis despite warnings from the reluctant Dr. Kurt Connors. In an after-credits scene, Miles leaves an award neon with Finn atop Trinity Church, in her memory. The story is very heart-touching, but this game is only available in PS5 and PS4 but not in PC. This game not only has an amazing storyline, this red-black suit in Miles Morales, which is featured in the Into the Spider-Verse movie, actually has a lower frame rate. This is freaking sweet, and especially matches the kinda stop-motion animation frame rate from Into the Spider-Verse movie, and it just look incredibly cool in motion. It's almost unbelievable. It look a little strange with a realistic New York City with a cartoon Miles flying around it. Yes, especially because it is very difficult to represent the character from the movie. But the frame rate really sells it, because it's like a suit mod you attach to the Miles suit, and you can have epic comic style boom, pack, blam effects while you are fighting when you add a visor mod to it. So, thanks for watching guys, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon, so you won't miss our future videos. Bye.